everyone. I'm really happy to introduce you to Carrie Day, who is the Industry Sales Manager for Intrepid Travel. Welcome, Carrie.
Thank you so much, Julia, and hi, everybody. Thanks so much for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, not at all. So tell us a little bit about what you do, what your role is at Intrepid.
Oh, my role is pretty all-encompassing, I feel like, at the moment. So I would be the main point of contact for any of our agent partners that are out there. So if you have any questions, if you've got an inquiry, maybe that you're not too sure if Intrepid's going to fit the bill, or maybe you've got a question about the itinerary itself, then you can always come to me, and I'm more than happy to help you guys out. But I look after a lot of our key accounts across the UK, Ireland, and South Africa. So quite a lot. And I also manage our social media account as well, Intrepid Loves Agents. If any agents aren't already part of the group, please do join it. Had to put that little plug in there, Julia.
Well, why not indeed? So I'm going to do a plug of my own, because Intrepid will have a directory listing on OTT. So, and I'm sure your details will be in that. So if you're not sure how to get hold of Carrie, then just look on the directory listing, and it also has the social media feeds and course details and everything all on your directory listing as well. So there we go. Now we've done our advertising, Carrie. Let's get down to it, shall we?
Yes.
So now Intrepid launched in March, I believe, this year, your Intrepid Premium product. So tell me how that's going and what actually that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. So I thought it would be a great idea just to come on ahead of what we hope will be a very busy peaks. I know it's very early to be talking about January already, but this year is just flying by. But just wanted to remind everybody, because we're only a few weeks away from our very first Intrepid Premium departures. So as you just said, Julia, we released and launched Intrepid Premium back in March 2021. The tours are due to start in January 2022. So like I said, only a few weeks now. And to date, it is our highest level of accommodation and service offerings that we have and that we can offer to your customers. So just maybe to give anybody who's not too familiar with Intrepid a little bit of a refresher, just so that you're ready for when we do have those busy peaks. We have 4 fantastic trip styles to offer. So we have everything from Basix, which would be fantastic for your independent travelers who are quite happy to go off, do their own thing throughout the day, who maybe don't want to be stuck with people, stuck with a leader all the time. But of course, they will still have their local leader, all of their accommodation, all their transportation, and they can really tailor the day then to do whatever they like. So you can expect about 2 to 2.5 star accommodation on the Basix trips. Then we'll move on to original style, which is about 2.5 to 3 star, probably closer to 3 star accommodation. Lovely, lovely balance between included activities and free time on those trips. I absolutely adore them. And then we also have our comfort style trips, which would be 3 to 3.5 star accommodation, more meals, more inclusions, more activities. So your customers spend a little bit more before they travel, but they have less costs when they're at destination. And that brings me nicely on to Intrepid Premium, which, like I said, is our highest level of accommodation offerings to date. So your customers can expect 4.5 star accommodation on an Intrepid Premium tour, as well as an incredible feature stay, which is usually a fantastic, unique, really cool experience and lovely accommodation that your customers get to stay in. So a really nice example of this one, actually, Julia, is the Orient Star Hotel in Khiva in Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a really, really popular destination for us at the moment. I think thanks to Joanna Lumley. I think once she did that Silk Road program, everybody wanted to go to Central Asia and wanted to see Uzbekistan. So I absolutely love this particular hotel. It used to be an old madrash, which is an old Islamic school of instruction, which has now been beautifully renovated, and it's in the heart of a busy, bustling market. So when your customers stay there, they're going to have that wow factor when they arrive at the hotel. They get to stay where the students once used to stay as well, but they're right in the middle of the action too. So they're never too far away from amazing bars, cafes, restaurants, you name it. They can get all their souvenirs. And that's just one of many lovely hotels that we have to offer. So Premium obviously is a lot more than just the accommodation. We have lots of great things that your customers can look forward to. So really the customer demographic that we have in mind for Intrepid Premium is that baby boomer market. So it's people in their 50s, 60s, 70s who like to have more of their creature comforts, who maybe, you know, want to slow the pace down a little bit as well. So I suppose for anybody who thinks of Intrepid as being for backpackers and quite basic accommodation, Intrepid Premium will hopefully completely bust that myth that is And you can offer these to your customers who do like the finer things in life. So we will have all of the luggage will be transferred from one place to the next. So your customers don't have to worry about that at all. We'll be using more private vehicles, but where we have to use public transportation, such as I'll use Japan as an example here, we're going to be using the bullet trains. Obviously, we'll be using first class carriages, and your customers don't have to worry about taking on and off their luggage. That's all going to be done for them. We're also going to have our most knowledgeable and our best rated leaders leading these trips. Of course, all Intrepid leaders are amazing though, Julia, right?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
But we will be having our best rated leaders on these particular tours. So lots of fantastic inclusions. Like I said, I'm forgetting lots of things now. We've daily breakfasts included, about 60% of meals are included as well. So your customers really don't have to worry about too much when they're traveling. But don't worry, there is still a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedom as well on these tours. So I've just talked for a really long time though.
No, necessarily so as well. Well, it's amazing. It sounds like you've definitely got holidays for everyone covered there. And I know it's I mean, it's great that you can go to unusual destinations like Uzbekistan, but I know that you go to so many more. I think there was as many as I think I've got down here, is it not? No, 40 key destinations.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Intrepid Premium is going to be in about 40 destinations. There's about 90 itineraries as well, Julia. So there is usually going to be a highlights tour. So for anybody who's a little bit time poor, maybe they've only got that 2 weeks of annual leave, or they have to get back, in a short amount of time, then they can do and see all the highlights in that short amount of time. But then we also have these fantastic in-depth itineraries as well. So for those customers who are maybe, I usually call them like empty nesters. So anybody whose kids are gone away to university or college or whatever, and they just have that bit of free time. They don't have to get back. Maybe they're retired. So we've these fantastic in-depth itineraries as well. So lots of great destinations, like you said. We've got Peru, we've got Costa Rica, Morocco, Jordan, which is a huge seller for us at the moment. And it is one of the premium tours that is doing really, really well as well. But of course, not forgetting then some of our key destinations, like I said, such as Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, even Borneo as well. So we've got everywhere covered. And this is just the start. So we're going to start these trips in January 2022, but we will be adding to them. We'll be developing a lot more product to go along with it. So this is just the start. So we're very excited.
Excellent. Well, sort of to go on to the sort of the thorny, difficult subject of COVID, have you said that everybody has to be vaccinated, or do they have to have negative tests, or what's the situation on that? Because obviously knowledge produces confidence to travel. So
100%. Yeah, great question. And thanks for reminding me, because it's something that I usually forget to mention. So it is a new policy that we have since the 1st of September this year, is that all of our customers do need to be vaccinated. So fully vaccinated. It's not just customers, it's our leaders as well, and our suppliers on the ground, our DMC staff, and we're assisting everybody, because obviously the vaccines aren't widely available in some countries that we visit. So we are assisting all of our leaders and our suppliers to be fully vaccinated. Of course, we realize that not everybody can be vaccinated for medical reasons. So we will look at these on a case-by-case basis, and we will usually allow then a PCR test, a negative PCR test, to be used in lieu of that. But if you've got any customers who can't be vaccinated for any reason, just do get in touch with myself or the sales team, and we will investigate for you. We'll come back to you and let you know in a timely manner.
Excellent. That's very, very good to know. Now, I know the other thing that's also important to Intrepid, because I recently went to a conference where your MD was appearing, is the issue of sustainability and the destinations that you're promoting as well. I know that you're very keen to make sure that the experience is sustainable. Do you know a little bit more about that aspect of it that you could tell us?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, another great question. Thank you for reminding me.
That's okay.
It's at the heart of absolutely everything that we do at Intrepid. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm always banging on about sustainability and trying to look after the planet, but it goes so much more beyond looking after the planet. It's about looking after the people as well that we are in the destinations that we visit. So on our tours, we will always try and stay in family-run hotels or locally run hotels. We'll eat in local restaurants. So the money that the customers are spending on the trip is actually going back into that local economy and helping to boost their economy and supporting local jobs, which we know is so important. And that's why Intrepid love working with travel agents as well. And we offer complete price parity as well, because we do love supporting you guys and supporting local businesses, like I said. But along with that, we do carbon offset all of our tours as well. So we do look at the environmental impact that our tours are having. And we do use the highest quality carbon credits to offset that. It's absolutely not, you know, the be all and end all offsetting, but we just have to do what we can. And we do also try and encourage our customers to, you know, limit their single-use plastic use when they're on a trip. So we'll provide them with things like tote bags and reusable water bottles on some of our trips. So and we'll provide drinking water as well, so that customers, if they've brought their own reusable water bottle, then they can refill them along the way. So it's small little touches like that, you know, that really do help out. And of course, we have our Intrepid Foundation as well, which is the charitable arm of Intrepid Travel. So we've partnered up with lots of amazing charities and projects around the world, supporting local charities, you know, in the destinations that we travel to. And a really great thing about our tours is a lot of them, you will actually get a chance to go and visit some of these charities. You can really see where your money is going, who it's impacting, and just see the smiles on those people's faces, because unfortunately there isn't that support for a lot of the charities and a lot of destinations that we visit. So it's nice for us to be able to give back. And like I said, it's a great way for your customers to see where the money is going, and kind of has that feel good factor. And we'll usually do it towards the end of the trip as well. So your customers leave on a real high. It's a really great feeling.
Brilliant, very good. And actually going into 22 OTT, we'll have a sustainability course category, and I believe that Intrepid is going to be putting some of its what it does to support sustainability into a course into that category. They're all going to be very short courses, but the messaging is so important, especially now, and a lot more people are, you know, wanting to know what brands are doing, and you do so much. So it's great that you can, you know, say all of what you do. There's been some surprising things. Malaysia Airlines at World Travel Market have got a bug eating all their airline food.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, I thought that it's a special kind of bug. I don't know what.
Right.
Because all bugs probably eat food, don't they? But, but you know, it's good to know what different companies are doing, and travel does an awful lot. We can all imagine that you know, there isn't a lot going on, but there is so much happening. So we're keen to put that together in an education section. Anyway,
that's fantastic.
Thanks for sharing that. Anyway, anything else to mention from Intrepid before we close?
I think that's pretty much everything. I will be running a few webinars just to get everybody ready for peaks in December. So if anybody has any questions, if you've got any questions about Intrepid, you can always reach out to me. I have been an agent in a past life, so I know the importance of finding the right tour for your customers, and not just the tour, but the right company as well that's going to fit your customers' needs. So I will be pretty honest. If anybody needs any help with any inquiries, let me know and I'll tell you if it sounds like Intrepid fits the bill. But we are here to help and support you guys, especially during peaks. We will be here, so don't be strangers. We love working with our agent friends. And yeah, it feels weird to be talking about January already, but I guess it is November, so this year is just flying by. But look, I hope everybody has a lovely Christmas. It's too early to mention that too, isn't it?
No, not at all. It'll be here before we know it. We're all kind of gearing up towards it, and we are all, I think, very much looking forward to getting into a much better year of 22. And I think this time we can actually say it really is going to be a year of recovery for the industry. And it's great to hear Intrepid's new initiatives and all the different tours that you're doing. And everybody just wants to get traveling again. So I'm sure you're going to be very successful next year with the support of the trade. Thank you so much for joining today's talk, and I hope everybody's found it very interesting. I certainly have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Julia, and thank you very much, everybody, for watching.